Welcome back, coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most extraordinary and surprisingly valuable coins in American numismatic history, the 1963 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. You may be thinking, a penny from 1963? How can that possibly be worth anything more than 1 cent? Well, prepare to be amazed, because one specific 1963 D. Lincoln penny has fetched a jaw-dropping $89,465 in the current coin market. That's right, nearly $90,000 for a coin most people wouldn't give a second glance. Let's explore how such a small coin can carry such a massive value. We'll uncover the history behind the coin, why the Denver mint mark matters, and exactly what characteristics collectors are looking for when assigning such incredible value. By the end of this video, you'll understand what makes this coin a legend in the world of rare collectibles, and you'll know what to look for in your own change jar, coin collection, or inherited stash of old coins. We begin in 1963. A year etched in American memory for a number of reasons, but in the world of coinage, it marked a significant moment in the history of the Lincoln cent. This iconic penny design, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, had already been circulating for over 50 years, first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By the 1960s, the Lincoln cent was a fixture of American commerce, simple, abundant, and unassuming, but at the Denver Mint in 1963, something unusual happened. While hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents were produced that year, over 1.7 billion to be exact, a tiny handful were struck with remarkable precision, rare errors, or unique die characteristics that set them apart from the rest. It's among these few anomalies that the ultra-rare and ultra-valuable 1963 D penny was born. Now, let's focus on the mint mark. The D stands for Denver, one of the 3 U.S. mints operating in 1963, alongside Philadelphia and San Francisco. While Denver minted coins are not inherently rarer than others, certain Denver issues, especially those with striking errors or particular die varieties, have become highly desirable to collectors. This is exactly the case with the 1963 D penny that recently made headlines in numismatic circles. So, what makes this coin worth more than most luxury cars or even some homes? It comes down to a combination of factors that rarely align in a single coin. The $89,465 1963 D penny is believed to be in pristine condition, classified as mint state, possibly even MS 67 or higher. That means it's virtually flawless, with full original luster, sharp details, and no visible wear. But condition alone isn't everything. Experts believe the coin also contains an ultra-rare die variety, possibly a doubled die obverse or an unusual mint striking anomaly. In some cases, collectors have discovered 1963 D pennies with misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or doubling in the date and lettering. These features, especially when combined with immaculate condition, catapult the coin's value into the stratosphere, but rarity and condition aren't the only ingredients here. The other major factor is demand. Collectors love Lincoln cents. It's one of the most widely collected U.S. coins in history, with millions of enthusiasts hunting for that elusive key date or rare variety. And when an extremely rare specimen surfaces in an open market or private auction, bidding wars can drive the final price to incredible levels. That's exactly what happened in the case of this 1963 D penny. Bidders recognized its rarity, understood its value, and were willing to pay top dollar to secure it. You might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1963 D penny is valuable? First, examine its condition. If it looks worn, scratched, or discolored, it's likely only worth face value, 1 cent. But if you notice your coin has sharp details, vibrant color, and no signs of wear, you could be holding something special. Next, grab a magnifying glass and look for doubling on the date, the word Liberty, or the phrase "In God We Trust." Subtle abnormalities can make a big difference. Also, check the alignment of the strike. Is everything centered and crisp, or does the coin appear off kilter? Any unusual striking error can increase a coin's value dramatically. Finally, consider having your coin professionally graded by an agency like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can unlock the true value of your coin and make it easier to sell at top dollar. Speaking of selling, let's talk about the market value of this coin. As of right now, the most pristine and rare 1963 D. Lincoln penny on record sold for a staggering $89,465 in a high-profile auction. That's the market peak, but it sets the benchmark for what this coin can achieve. Even lesser versions with minor errors or lower mint states can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition and demand. So, what's the takeaway? Never underestimate a penny, especially not a 1963 D. Lincoln cent. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and collector interest, even the smallest coin can be worth a small fortune. If you have a jar of old change lying around or a dusty album of coins from a family member, it might be time to give them a second look. Because hidden among the common sense could be a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss a story about rare coins and unexpected fortunes. Drop a comment below if you think you might have a valuable coin. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting and may your next penny be priceless. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the most amazing and valuable coins in United States history. Today's story is truly mind-blowing. We are going to explore the history, rarity, and current market value of the 1970 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that looks ordinary but could be worth over $50,709 in today's collector market. So, if you ever thought a single penny couldn't change your life, think again. This coin might be hiding in your collection, in your old change jar, or even buried deep in your drawer. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for, how this coin became so rare, and how to sell it for top dollar if you're lucky enough to own one. Let's begin by talking about the year 1970. This was a year filled with historical and economic shifts in the United States. In the world of coinage, it marked an interesting transition period. The Lincoln cent had already undergone several changes since it was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1970, the Lincoln penny featured the memorial reverse design created by Frank Gasparo and still bore the iconic profile of President Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. But in that specific year, something unexpected happened. At the San Francisco Mint, a limited number of coins were struck with extremely low mintage errors and variations. However, the real mystery lies not in the San Francisco Mint, but in Philadelphia. Now here's where things get really fascinating. Most 1970 pennies were struck at the Denver Mint and carry the D Mint mark, or at the San Francisco Mint, bearing the S mark. But a very small and undocumented number of 1970 Lincoln cents were struck without any mint mark at all. This means they were minted in Philadelphia. While coins from the Philadelphia Mint typically do not carry a mint mark, in 1970, the combination of miscommunication, limited runs, and transitional dies created a batch of no mint mark coins that were never meant to circulate in large numbers. Why does this matter? Because rarity plus demand equals value in the world of coin collecting. The fewer coins that exist with a specific variation, the more collectors are willing to pay. And in the case of the 1970 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, the rarity is extreme. Fewer than a few dozen high-grade examples are known to exist. Most were spent or lost long ago. But those that survived are now being sold for incredible amounts of money. In fact, in recent auctions, certified and graded 1970 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have sold for as much as $50,709, depending on condition, strike quality, and overall eye appeal. Now, let's talk about what gives this coin its staggering value. First and foremost, it's the absence of the mint mark that sets it apart. A coin collector or grader will immediately recognize the difference when comparing a 1970 penny with no mint mark against the more common ones from Denver or San Francisco. Secondly, the grade of the coin plays a critical role. A coin in uncirculated condition, especially one graded MS 65 or higher by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC, is far more valuable than one that shows signs of wear or corrosion. Luster, strike sharpness, and lack of contact marks can push the price up by thousands of dollars. Another factor that boosts the coin's value is provenance. If the coin comes with certification papers, original government packaging, or has a known history of auction performance, that too can significantly influence the price. As of now, the highest auction price recorded for a 1970 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition is a jaw-dropping $50,709. That's $50,000 for a coin with a face value of just 1 cent. Incredible, right? So now you're probably wondering, how do I check if I have one of these hidden treasures? Here's what you need to do. First, pull out your collection of old pennies and isolate the ones from the year 1970. Then look closely under magnification at the area just below the date. If there is no mint mark at all, that's your first clue. Next, inspect the coin's overall condition. If it looks nearly brand new, with minimal scratches and sharp features, you could be holding something very special. At this point, it's a smart move to consult a professional grading service or a local coin dealer who has experience with rare cents. Now, if your coin does appear to be a true 1970 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and it's in great shape, the next step is to have it professionally graded. This step is essential because serious collectors and auction houses rely on trusted grading standards to determine authenticity and value. Once your coin is graded, you can list it at auction through reputable houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, or even sell it online through platforms like eBay, Great Collections, or a trusted numismatic marketplace. But here's the key takeaway. Do not rush the sale. The market for rare Lincoln cents is hot right now, and timing your sale with a strong demand cycle could mean the difference between a few $1,000s and over $50,000. Always research recent auction results and talk to experts before making your final move. In conclusion, the 1970 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a coin. It's a mysterious, valuable piece of American history that has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. From its origin in a transitional minting period to its status as one of the rarest and most sought-after Lincoln pennies, this coin proves that even the smallest and most overlooked items can hold immense value. If you own one or find one in your collection, you could be staring at a $50,709 windfall. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow collectors. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin in your change or collection. And as always, happy hunting and may your next penny be a priceless treasure. Welcome to our channel today as we explore one of the most intriguing and rare coins in modern American numismatics, the 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny that came off the mint with no mint mark. In this video, we dive into the rich history behind this coin, the unusual circumstances of its production, and the extraordinary journey that has led it to command a staggering market value of $97,678 among collectors and investors alike. Introduction to the 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny. In today's discussion, we begin by looking into the background of the Lincoln 1-cent penny, an icon of United States coinage that has graced pockets and collections for more than a century. Originally introduced to honor President Abraham Lincoln after his historic contributions, the coin has evolved dramatically over time. In particular, the 1987 version presents an interesting twist as it was issued without the mint mark that is normally expected from later series coins. Our video today will carefully retrace the coin's lineage, highlight how an absence as seemingly minor as a mint mark can transform an everyday coin into a prized rarity. Historical background and design evolution. The Lincoln penny has a long and storied history in which design and production methods have Continuously evolved in the early years, the obverse of the coin featured a portrait of President Lincoln that has undergone minor modifications over the decades. Not only does this coin commemorate one of the most revered figures in American history, but it also represents the evolution of minting technology and style. In 1987, the coin was produced using state-of-the-art equipment and quality control measures that ensured precision. However, even in these modern processes, there can be unexpected outcomes, such as the coin lacking the mint mark. This absence catches the attention of collectors because it deviates from the standard production process. In many ways, the coin represents the intersection of mass production and the intricate details that make each specimen unique. The production process and the mystery of the missing mint mark. Modern coinage is produced under strict protocols at high-efficiency facilities where quality is of paramount importance. The mint mark serves as a crucial identifier, noting the mint location where the coin was struck. When coins are produced in the traditional manner, the Philadelphia facility typically does not add an explicit letter, while coins from other facilities boast their unique mint marks. Over time, the norm for 1-cent pieces evolved such that coins from Philadelphia carried no identifying letter. Today, the absence of a mint mark in a coin from 1987 would normally be considered standard. However, enthusiasts and error collectors alike quickly discovered that this particular coin carries additional anomalies that set it apart from its peers. Among the several theories proposed by experts is that during production, an intended mint mark was inadvertently omitted due to a misalignment in the coin striking process, or perhaps a lapse in quality control. This error in production, whether by accident or by malfunction, laid the groundwork for what would become a highly sought-after rarity in the numismatic community. Uncovering the rarity and its impact on value for collectors. The rarity of a coin is directly tied to the story it tells and the error that distinguishes it from the mass-produced versions. Thousands of Lincoln pennies are minted every day, yet only a handful display such an anomaly. The 1987 no mint mark coin quickly emerged as a gem among error coins, not only because of its scarcity, but due to the mystery that surrounds its production process. In collecting circles, this has created an aura of intrigue that significantly elevates its desirability. When rare coins surface that reveal production quirks, they tend to become the target of intense interest among both longtime numismatists and new collectors seeking to own a piece of history. This very interest has driven the market value of the coin to an astounding figure nearing $97,678. Factors contributing to the surging market value. Several factors come into play when assessing the enormous value attributed to the 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark. This coin becomes a window into a very specific moment in minting history where an error was immortalized in a coin that otherwise represents everyday currency. First, the rarity of the error guarantees its value in a market where scarcity breeds demand. Second, the coin's connection to President Lincoln itself adds historical significance beyond the error. Additionally, collectors have noted that the quality condition of individual coins can vary, with some examples being preserved in near flawless condition, while others show the typical signs of circulation. When such a rare production error is found in immaculate condition, the desirability escalates rapidly. Market analysts and coin experts weigh these aspects heavily when determining the value of the piece. Furthermore, as coin collectors around the world search for unique items that offer both historical and technical interest, this particular coin stands out as a prized candidate whose narrative far exceeds its face value. The role of expert authentication and grading in the world of coin collecting. Authenticity and condition play vital roles in determining market value. Expert authentication is a rigorous process that involves detailed analysis of a coin's wear, design integrity, and the distinct markings that signal production errors. The 1987 no mint mark penny benefits from scrutiny by specialized grading services that evaluate its condition using standardized procedures, because this coin is not only rare but it carries a production anomaly that can sometimes be overlooked by the untrained eye. It is essential that collectors rely on experienced numismatic professionals to verify its authenticity. The process of grading a coin involves extensive Examination under magnification, along with high-resolution imaging that ensures every detail is captured in its full glory. A coin that passes these expert evaluations gains a level of credibility that significantly boosts its market demand. Among serious collectors' historical anecdotes and collectors' stories, the coin market is filled with fascinating anecdotes that bring a human element to the art of collecting. One particular story that has circulated among seasoned collectors recounts the unexpected discovery of the error by a veteran coin dealer who, upon examining a box of pennies, immediately recognized that one coin in the set did not feature the expected mint mark. The dealer described the discovery as a moment of both shock and excitement, knowing that coins with such production discrepancies are extremely rare over time. Stories of fortuitous finds and serendipitous encounters with similar coins have not only fueled the intrigue surrounding the error, but have also built a vibrant community of enthusiasts who share their passion for rare coinage. The excitement generated by these stories only adds to the allure of the coin and justifies its skyrocketing market value. Comparisons with other notable error coins. When discussing the unique nature of the 1987 no-mint mark penny, it is instructive to compare it with other notable error coins that have made headlines in the world of numismatics over the years. Coins such as the 1955 double-die Lincoln penny or the famed 1943 copper cent have reached astronomical values due to production errors that rendered them one of a kind. The common thread among these coins is not merely the presence of a mistake, but the compelling narrative of production mishaps that have been captured in a tangible form. The 1987 penny fits into this illustrious tradition by offering an unexpected glimpse into the manufacturing process of American currency at a time when error-free production was expected at large volumes. In effect, the coin stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of even the most meticulously managed industrial processes. The importance of research and community in error coin collecting. As we have seen, the value of a coin is often determined by a combination of rarity, historical significance, and the collective efforts of the numismatic community. Research plays a critical role in unearthing the backstories and understanding the context of production anomalies, while academic studies in numismatics continue to expand our appreciation of these intricate details. The passion and dedication of coin collectors themselves have proven equally important. Online forums, coin shows, and expert conferences serve as conduits for exchanging detailed information about coins like the 1987 no-mint mark penny. It is through these interactions that collectors are able to share insights, trade knowledge, and contribute to the broader understanding of the coin's historical impact. The community effort magnifies the coin's value as each verified detail strengthens its standing as a coveted item in the global market. The journey toward a $97,678 valuation, reaching a market value of $97,678, is an extraordinary feat for what on the surface appears as an everyday coin. However, the journey towards such a valuation is paved by the combined forces of rarity, exceptional condition, and the compelling story of an unforeseen production error. As more collectors become aware of the coin's unique attributes and as verified specimens continue to be presented for auction, the demand only grows. This demand, fueled by both historical significance and the sheer novelty of a production misstep, pushes the boundaries of traditional coin value estimation. In auctions held by renowned dealers, the bidding for coins with similar anomalies has frequently broken previous records for error coins. The 1987 no-mint mark penny now sits among this elite group of coins that challenge conventional valuations in the realm of collectible currency. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind one of the most surprising coins in U.S. history, the 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. A humble-looking 1992 Lincoln penny with no visible mint mark could be worth as much as $49,672 today. That's nearly $50,000 for a 1-cent coin. So, if you think all pennies are worthless, think again. Stay with me as we break down the origin, design, rarity, and current market value of this extraordinary coin. The Lincoln Cent series. To understand the significance of the 1992 no-mint mark penny, we need to go back to the roots of the Lincoln Cent series. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. coinage for over a century. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin featured the wheat reverse, which was later changed to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The obverse, however, has always featured the iconic profile of Lincoln, making it the longest-running coin design in American history. Mint marks and what they mean. The mint mark on a coin indicates which mint facility produced it. A penny struck in Philadelphia will generally have no mint mark, while coins from Denver bear a D and those from San Francisco bear an S. However, beginning in the 1980s, even Philadelphia coins sometimes carried a P mint mark depending on the coin type. For Lincoln cents, though, the absence of a mint mark generally indicates a Philadelphia origin. But what makes the 1992 no-mint mark penny so unusual is not just its lack of a mint mark, but the specific design it carries, which brings us to the next chapter. The close AM versus wide AM design. Now here's where things get really interesting. The 1992 penny is at the heart of a highly collectible design variation that most people overlook. On the reverse side of the Lincoln Memorial penny, take a close look at the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America. Most 1992 pennies show a wide gap between these two letters. However, a rare version shows the A and M almost touching. This is known as the close AM variety. That close AM reverse was actually intended for proof coins, not business strike coins. But due to a minting error, a small number of 1992 pennies were released into circulation with the close AM reverse, even though they were not proofs. Why the 1992 close AM no-mint mark penny is so valuable. So why is the 1992 no-mint mark close AM penny so valuable? It all comes down to rarity and collector demand. In the world of numismatics, accidental die varieties often create buzz, especially when only a handful are discovered. For the 1992 close AM penny, fewer than 20 confirmed examples have ever been authenticated. These coins are ultra-rare and were never intended to be released into public circulation, making them a dream find for any collector. The lack of a mint mark tells us it came from the Philadelphia Mint, which makes its presence even more puzzling and exciting. Condition and grading. As with all rare coins, condition plays a crucial role in determining value. A 1992 close AM penny in poor, circulated condition might still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, but a high-grade specimen, especially one certified as mint state by a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC, can command astronomical prices. In fact, the current record for a 1992 no-mint mark close AM penny stands at a jaw-dropping $49,672, which was the final hammer price at a major coin auction. That particular example was graded MS67 red, meaning it was in pristine, uncirculated condition with full original red luster. How to check your own pennies? Now you're probably wondering, how can I check my own collection for a valuable 1992 close AM penny? First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Examine the back of your 1992 penny under good lighting. Look closely at the spacing between the A and M in America. If the letters are nearly touching, you might have a close AM variety. Also, make sure there is no mint mark under the date. If it's missing, you might be holding a 1992 no-mint mark close AM penny from the Philadelphia Mint. If your coin checks both boxes, you may have hit the jackpot. Getting it authenticated. If you think you've found a 1992 close AM penny, the next step is to send it to a third-party grading service for authentication. Companies like PCGS or NGC can professionally examine your coin, assign it a grade, and certify its authenticity. This is essential if you want to sell it at auction or to a serious buyer. A certified coin not only commands a higher price, but also adds credibility to your listing if you plan to sell online or through a coin dealer. Where and how to sell. There are several avenues to sell a valuable coin like this. You can start with online marketplaces like eBay, where rare coins frequently change hands for tens of thousands of dollars. However, for a coin of this magnitude, you may want to consider a reputable auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These firms specialize in rare numismatics and attract serious collectors from around the world. You can also visit major coin shows and speak with experts to help you find the right buyer. To wrap up, the 1992 No Mint Mark Close AM Lincoln Penny is one of the most elusive and valuable modern-era coins in existence. With only a handful known to the public, and with one specimen already reaching nearly $50,000 at auction, this tiny copper coin represents the perfect storm of rarity, demand, and historical significance. So before you toss that pocket change aside, take a moment to look closely. That plain-looking 1992 penny just might change your financial future. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into rare US coins, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to learn about the treasures hidden in your coin jar. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny or if you think you might have a 1992 Close AM in your collection. Until next time, happy hunting and keep checking your change. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the true stories, hidden gems, and incredible values behind the coins you might already have in your pocket, your change jar, or tucked away in a drawer. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and jaw-dropping penny discoveries in recent years, the 1998 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, this may seem like any ordinary coin. But don't be fooled. This humble-looking cent has sold for an unbelievable $48,905 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $50,000 for one copper-plated coin minted in the late 1990s. So, how can such a common-looking coin be worth more than the price of a brand-new luxury car? What sets it apart? And how can you tell if you might have one sitting in your collection? Stay tuned as we explore the shocking history, the fascinating minting error, and how you could potentially cash in on one of the most valuable Lincoln cents of the modern era. Let's start with the background. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has been in continuous production for over a century. Over the decades, its design has changed subtly, but its iconic image has remained a symbol of American heritage. By 1998, the reverse of the Lincoln cent still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been used since 1959. The 1998 Lincoln cent was struck at multiple U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver. Coins produced in Philadelphia typically carry no mint mark, while those from Denver are marked with a small letter D. That brings us to the coin in question, the 1998 no mint mark Lincoln penny. At face value, this would suggest it came from the Philadelphia Mint, and usually, coins from that facility are extremely common. But here's where things get interesting. In 1998, an extremely small number of Lincoln cents left the mint with an almost undetectable but critical error. These coins were struck using proof dies, which are normally reserved for collector sets and never meant for mass circulation. These special dies create sharper details, more mirror-like fields, and more defined finishes. In rare cases, a proof die accidentally gets used in general circulation, and that's precisely what happened in 1998. This type of error is known among collectors as a transitional die or die variety. The 1998 Lincoln cent that reached nearly $50,000 at auction was one of these very rare specimens, showing incredibly crisp detail and extraordinary strike quality, far superior to what you'd expect on a regular penny from a mint bag or roll. Now, let's talk about what to look for. The most valuable versions of this coin have what collectors call a wide AM variety on the reverse. The letters A and M in the word America are spaced farther apart than they should be. Normally, these letters are so close that they almost touch, but on the wide AM variety, there's a noticeable gap between them. This design was intended only for proof coins, but due to a minting mistake, it made its way into general circulation. That mistake has made this coin one of the most sought-after modern pennies in the world, but that's not the only feature to look for. The rarest 1998 no-mint mark wide AM Lincoln penny also has sharp, squared-off edges on the lettering, a highly defined Lincoln statue between the columns of the memorial, and deep mirror-like fields that resemble proof coins. If you come across one with these characteristics, stop what you're doing and get it evaluated by a professional coin grading service. Immediately do AS for the value. Let's get into the numbers. While many 1998 pennies with the wide AM error have sold for hundreds or even a few $1,000s, the highest confirmed sale price reached a staggering $48,905 at auction. This coin was in near-perfect condition, professionally graded by PCGS as MS69 Red, one of the highest grades achievable. The coin's luster, flawless surfaces, and rare die variety made it irresistible to elite collectors who understand just how few of these coins exist. Today, the demand for error coins and rare varieties is skyrocketing. With the rise of online marketplaces, collectors from around the globe are on the hunt, paying top dollar for coins that were once overlooked or forgotten in old piggy banks. If you think the age of valuable pennies ended with the wheat cents or the 1909 VDB, think again. The 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny proves that even recent coins can command massive value under the right circumstances. Before we wrap up, here's what you should do. First, go through your coin jars, pocket change, and rolls of pennies from the bank. Look closely at every 1998 penny without a mint mark. Flip them over and check the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America. If the gap is wider than usual, you might be holding a wide AM variety. Next, inspect the condition. If your coin has sharp details, no scratches, and a bright red shine, it could be worth a professional appraisal. Finally, send your coin to a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC. A certified high grade could be the difference between a coin worth a few bucks and one worth tens of thousands of dollars. The 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a modern-day treasure hiding in plain sight. It is proof that incredible value can be hidden where you least expect it. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone just getting started, this is one penny you cannot afford to overlook. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin discoveries, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to find hidden money in your change. Share this video with friends and family who might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Until next time, keep checking your change and keep hunting for history.